Hi, I'm Martin Gettings. I'm reporting from Total Telecom Regulatory Summit 2012. I'm joined by Lara Stoimenova. She is the project lead in the International Policy Department at OFCOM. Lara, you've just taken part in a NGA panel discussion. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, thank you. Yes, we had a very interesting panel discussion on NGA best practices. It was an interesting panel composed by an NRA, which was myself, an investor, and 4 operators. The discussion highlighted that at least across the EU, NGA deployment is taking place, and different member states are taking a slightly different approach, but obviously there is a reason for that. There is a history to telecoms investment, and obviously that will actually, to a certain extent, impact how NGA deployments take place as well.
Sure. And could you give us a bit of a high-level overview of the framework in the UK currently?
Sure, of course. The current regulatory framework in the UK was put in place in 2010. And following a very detailed market review process, we have decided that we needed to put a number of regulatory requirements on the incumbent BT. The most important thing to say is that the framework in the UK aims to promote both competition and investment. Competition is facilitated through BT's local loop unbundling and VULA products. And when we look at investment, we are looking at other products which especially help with NGA deployment in rural areas where BT has not or perhaps does not want to invest in NGA in current times.
Sure, and I mean, one thing that's coming out of this conference is how the different regulatory frameworks are changing and different in different parts of Europe. Could you give us a bit of an overview of this?
Yes, I mean, the one thing which was very interesting for me to hear is, for example, how the UK may be comparing to other EU member states. For example, in the UK, we have a lot of emphasis on competition, whilst if you look at France, for example, they put a lot of emphasis on symmetric regulation, which doesn't only put obligations on the incumbent, but also other operators and other utilities which may be outside the telecom sector. And that is quite a kind of a contrasting approach that was quite interesting to see.
And one thing is it's a truly evolving debate.
Yes, it is. I mean, obviously, what you are finding out is that NGA deployments are taking place in very challenging economic circumstances, and as operators are kind of thinking how to best deploy and invest, NRAs or national regulatory authorities have to also think about how to adapt their own regulatory frameworks to kind of catch up and be in pace with technology developments and investments which are taking place.
Okay, well, thanks very much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you.